In the spirit of commendation of very good efforts put into broadcasting service to fatherland, Radio Nigeria assembled a large number of media practitioners for the FRCN 2015 Merit Awards. Veterans and new generation of broadcasters shared same opportunity of space, time, and of course, friendship at the Muson Center, Lagos, venue for the event. The 2015 Radio Nigeria Merit Awards, the second of its kind, was a well thought out way to wrap up the year 2015 for all stakeholders in the broadcasting field and its friends in other arms of the huge communication gamut. Broadcasters from their various arms and stations enjoyed the auspicious moment of being able to celebrate yet again their common essence. Comedians, in their usual fashion, were also involved in the putting up of a resounding FRCN Merit Awards 2015. The Radio Nigeria 2015 Merit Awards became an atmosphere where both veterans and new generation of broadcasters shared their most cherished expectations for a new Radio Nigeria. This is an initiative of the Director General of FRCN, Dr. Mohammed Ladan Salihu, as he expatiated in his opening remarks. He once again reiterated the essence of a new concept he intends to espouse in FRCN. A cross-section of the audience, most especially the top executive members, listened with rapt attention to the message of hope for a new FRCN from the DG, Malam Ladan Salihu. Those who responded to the offer of the Director General FRCN included the General Manager Metro FM, Cordelia Ogbe, former Director FRCN and Sports Commentator Richard Asiebu, Director of Marketing Dr. Vera Oshokoya, and of course, veteran broadcaster Patrick Oke.
From the standpoint of a general manager, what are your expectations for FRCN in the next 5 years?
Well, my expectations are, 1, for members of staff to see FRCN as their own, because if it's their own, they'll treat it better and be more committed. And also, as she said, to be a real network where everybody sounds right, speaks right, and at the same time we give the right thing to the people without bootlicking at all.
Mr. Richard Asiebu, you are a retired director in the FRCN. What were your most defining moments, and what do you think is the missing link? The missing link?
Yes. The missing link is that broadcasting has been over-politicized. In the past, the likes of Stella Awani here and Patrick Oke, they will tell you that you do not come anywhere near the precincts of a broadcasting house or near the threshold if you did not have a passion for it and if you did not have the talent. Today it's been jettisoned. Mediocrity has been enthroned. And you have politicians who bring their candidates on board without even interviews or auditioning. And it has diluted.
You are in the management as the Director of Marketing. How do you motivate a marketer in a medium that is essentially seen as the megaphone of the establishment?
As Director of Marketing, my interest is to encourage them to know the duties of a marketing officer, to understand that there are regulations, there are sanctions, there are platforms that should be veritable enough for advertisers to believe and to be able to ride on. So to motivate them, first is to equip them with knowledge. Once they're informed, there are commissions, there are allowances, then we also send them on training to improve them. So these are ways they are, but it's basically because knowledge is not lacking in marketing. everywhere in Nigeria. We want to gain the advertiser's interest and embrace the advertiser to be able to bring their adverts so that revenue can be generated. That way, I can have revenue to buy or to encourage them and motivate them.
Thank you. Looking back in your days and what obtains today, what do you consider to be the most important ingredients that today's broadcaster needs to succeed in a challenging world?
Well, thank you very much, TJ. To us, broadcasting, as Richard said, was a passion then. There was this feeling you used to have every time you were going to work. Your mood suddenly improved. It's as if you were going to that one thing you really loved. But as somebody also said, when you are doing something over which you have a little talent, then it becomes more of a pleasure than work. And to us, that was how broadcasting was then. And then of course we had people like Stella Awani, Ian Ologo, who even went to parties with their little radio sets. So you didn't say and get away with anything. I remember my colleague, Shola Mole, incidentally is not here, who is now the DJ of NTA. And Nigeria had actually gone for the Olympics in Australia. And the place was, you know, ADELIADE. And he was on the 4 o'clock news. And he said, well, the Nigerian contingent has arrived in Adelaide. Of course, the place is called Adelaide. Before he finished, there were 3 people waiting at the door. Sunday Young Harry, Ian Ologo, and Enoruku. As immediately he flicked up the bottle, Mr. Molly, are you educated at home? Whoever put you in, did you pass your audition? You've never heard of Adelaide? Goodness gracious me, how did you ever come to be near the microphone? And of course, and on and on and on. Then we were so acutely aware that we were being listened to, particularly by the bosses. And it's not now people look at the boss and say, after all, then we thought our bosses were gods. You know, you don't have a discriminatory comment from a Sunday Young Harry, or a Stella Awani, or an Enoruku. It was like the end of the world for you. How did that help? It helped to build us. It helped to put this, you know, this desire to please and to be the best you could be. Not just for you wanted to be popular, because these days, once you go on TV or radio and someone recognizes you on the street, you think you're a superstar, you know. It wasn't then like that those days.
Former Director FRCN Richard Asiegbu took time to intimate the audience on the makeup of the award event generally. This encapsulates the selection of judges, entries, and the likes. Representatives of the external judges also availed the gathering of other necessities as regards selection on their part. The event, which was anchored by Moses Humphrey and a female colleague, Laomi, saw the presentation of the awards to the winners. In all, the award ceremony had 19 categories. The first award category was that of the Nurse of the Year. This was won by Mrs. Gloria Estefanos, who was represented. The award was presented by the Director, Lagos Operations, Mr. Ike Okere. The Cleaner of the Year award was won by Oyewole Omosule. The Deputy Director, Administration and Supplies, Mr. Sam Anyanwu, presented the award to him. The award for Driver of the Year was won by Tony Akinwale, and this was presented by an officer of the FRSC, the Federal Road Safety Corps, who equally gave traffic safety tips on the spur of the moment.
So I want to enjoin everybody here today, please, spread the gospel. We all have roles to ensure safety on Nigerian roads. Thank you very much. So congratulations.
Margaret Ono won the award for the Secretary of the Year. She was presented her award by Deputy Director, Admin and Supplies, Mr. Sam Ayaun. Ikechukwu Orji won the Security Personnel of the Year award, and Mrs. Margaret Oko presented the award. For the Accountant of the Year award, Sanusi Hamid, who was represented, became the favorite of the judges. Administrator of the Year award went to Ifeanyi Okoye, who is equally Secretary to the Committee of Management, Lagos Operations FRCN. Ajani Tajuddin won the Veteran Presenter for Male, while Rosalind Babs Jonah won the Female category. Still on the award presentation, the IC Technologist of the Year award was won by Fabian Njoku, who was represented. The Producer of the Year award was won by Nnamdi Ezeokoye. Going further was the category for the Presenter of the Year award, which was won by baritone-voiced Moses Humphrey. The award was presented by Mrs. Stella Awani. The Newscaster of the Year award was won by Akintunde Oluronke. Her award was presented by Patrick Oke. The Director Lagos Operations DLO award was next in that order of category of awards. Mr. Ike Okere took over the reins here to do justice to this category of award. For special recognition, Successful Rebranding and Development Award was presented to Cordelia Okwe. Also, the Koko Inuwe Iroyin crew won the most listened to news group and program on radio. But not surprising to know that this newspaper review program in local Yoruba language has gotten not only the attention of listeners, but also the judges. This saw them through a group photo session, including the Director General of FRCN, Dr. Muhammad Ladan Salihu, and a host of others. They gave it all to the winning indigenous crew.
I want to congratulate each and every one of you. All of you are winners, God win. And I'd like to really say I am very impressed to present this to you as the best listened to group and the best listened to program. Please put your hands together for this group.
Having created a favorable position in radio broadcasting as an all-news, all-talk station, Radio 1 won an award on that occasion. The Radio 1 crew came on stage led by its general manager Funke Treasure Durodola. The DG presented the award.
This is presented to Radio 1 for successful setup as an all-news station. Congratulations.
It was time to relive the good moments of victory won by the FRCN at the Nigeria Media Merit Award NMMA a fortnight before the FRCN Merit Awards. An award received on behalf of the DG of FRCN as the Federal Government Agency of the Year, the Director Lagos Operations Mr. Ike Okere, who stood in for the DG, Dr. Ladan Salihu, saw the event as a forum to duly present him the award. He sought the support of all veterans to do that bit honorably. Dr. Muhammad Ladan Salihu gave an acceptance remark. In it, he charged everyone to see the position held by broadcasters as mediators in the discharge of their duties. He announced that plans are on the way to sponsor some members of staff on a trip abroad. He also charged them to improve on their performances as expected of them. However, he did not fail to pour encomium on his staff for the good feat currently attained by the FRCN.
The management of FRCN will sponsor each and every one of you on a foreign trip. Within the year under review, not only as a reward for your excellent services, but as a motivation to say a huge thank you.
A goodwill message was received from a veteran, Mrs. Stella Awani, which was top on tips on good communication skill.
Communication is a good thing, but let's face it, the man who sells cereal or who sells tomato and pepper, by the way, it's tomato, not tomato, understands you. You can communicate with her. So it's not enough to say they understand what I'm saying. You have to say it properly.
The vote of thanks was given by the chairman of the award committee, Sheyi Martins.